Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, says the abuse of tax incentives and waivers is an act of economic sabotage which must not be allowed to continue. The Speaker stated this while inaugurating the ad hoc committee to investigate allegations of abuse of tax incentives, tax breaks, and tax waivers by public institutions and companies benefiting from tax incentives. Represented by the House Leader, Honorable Julius Iobari, the Speaker said the investigation by the House was to put an end to such acts of economic sabotage and ensure transparency, accountability, and fairness in the nation's tax system. He said tax incentives are an essential tool used by governments to promote economic growth, attract investment, and stimulate job creation. Iobari further stated that it is crucial to ensure that these incentives offered by the government are utilized appropriately and not being misused or abused.
The purpose of this investigation is to end all forms of economic sabotage and ensure transparency, accountability, and fairness in our tax system. I therefore call on all relevant stakeholders, including government agencies, public institutions, and companies benefiting from tax incentives, to cooperate fully with the committee's investigation, for the House to have a full understanding of the tax system with a view to taking appropriate legislative action.
Chairman of the committee, Honorable Abubakar Yelema, said where taxes are inadequate, where there are leakages, or where infractions of the system leads to narrowing of tax inflow, the government results to borrowings, which have attendant consequences for national development, as taxes enable the government to raise the necessary funds needed for government.
We need to look into this issue of tax waivers, tax incentives given to companies. The purpose of giving them is to see that at least they contribute or they bring their own quota towards the development of the economy of the nation. But unfortunately, there are some gaps and leakages. That is why this committee is created, to see that how we are going to fill the gaps, to make sure that at least Nigeria didn't depend on borrowing. Because if there is gap in the issue of tax, we'll face a lot of challenges. That's what leads us to be borrowing. We are trying to see that we, at least if we didn't eradicate, we at least see that we reduce to a minimal level, that at least what's supposed to be done as far as tax incentives and waivers is concerned, we have